Hello everyone, beautiful peoples. It is June and it is time for your June monthly readings in general life, love, and abundance career. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy whichever this introduction is attached to. I'm actually going to attach this intro to all of them. So if you see this part of the video pop up on like the abundance and you saw the general life, then just, you can fast forward and get straight to the abundance reading, for example. And I'm super duper excited about this month because it's in the middle of 2019. Can you believe we're already here? And I just have a feeling there's a lot of things going on for everybody energetically. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything unfolds. And I want to hear from you all. Don't be quiet. I want to hear how things have been unfolding as your month progresses. Has anything that resonated in the month, monthly reading, has it manifested? Did you have any questions? Let me know. I want to hear from you. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me. And before I forget, don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs in your general life, love, and abundance. And then also, don't forget to maybe check out your relatives or your loved ones, because sometimes you'll be like, why are you acting like such a jerk? Oh, let me check out your reading and see what's going on. And you get the answers you need. So that's it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And let's get started. So Aries, this is your June general life oracle and tarot reading. We're actually going to work with the tarot this month. I know we normally for the general life, work with the Mildred Payne Secret Pocket Oracle. That's usually the resident deck for the general life readings I do. But I'm going to be changing it up for a little bit, incorporating some of my decks that I have in my collection, just giving them a whirl so that maybe I might later decide to use them again for future general life, or to use them for readings for others. So you guys are kind of like my testers, if you will, all the Aries who are watching this video. All right, so let's first take a look at the overall overarching energies that Aries will be experiencing in the month of June. What's going on with Aries in their life? What energies will they be experiencing? Oh, okay, Aries. Remember that you could be also looking at your sun, moon, or rising signs. So we've got dual mysteries and one wisdom. And what this tells me, Aries, is that there's two levels or two kinds of mysteries that you may be dealing with. There may be something mysteriously going on with you health-wise, or it could be something mysterious going on with you just really don't know how the future is going to unfold, so you're just like surrendering to that. There could be mysteries of the big unknown that are like now coming down, and you're looking at it and analyzing it and wondering why things are, like the big life mystery questions. And so you're, looking at that, looking at your life, looking at how it all plays out. So we'll see how this double mystery shows up in the rest of the reading. It just, like I said, usually when it's a double like that, it's an emphasis on the meaning, mystery, but it could be two different ways that it's hitting you, meaning it could be coming from internal forces and external forces. We'll look at that further in just a moment. So now we're going to ask for the month of June for Aries. What will Aries be confronting in the month of June? Thank you, Spirit. We've got Ace of Wands. And we've got the Magician. Okay. Nice. What tools will Aries be utilizing in the month? Or what tools will they have at their disposal? This is a very large deck. Difficult for me to shuffle, but I'm going to make it work. We've got the Chariot. This is the tools. Remember that. Any other tools? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, the King of Cups. Okay. And then finally, the outcome card. How does the month end for Aries? What are the takeaways and leave behinds in the month of June? What will you be taking with you and leaving behind in the month of June? Okay, we've got the High Priestess. Let's see. I'll move you guys over here. I have to scoot you up. My daughter has the TV blaring. Bothers me the older I get. I'm like, please turn that down. The High Priestess. 5 of Coins. Make sure, I just want to make sure we have enough room for all of this. 5 of Cups. Interesting. And 7 of Cups. Okay. What do Aries need to surrender in the month of June? Surrender your addictions. It's going to be time. It's going to be for a worthy cause, though. We'll talk more about that in a moment. And then finally, a closing message for Aries. Takeaway message. Looks like 2 messages jumped. Will, which kind of coincides with Chariot, and Purity, Snow Moon. Kind of coincides with surrender your addiction. So this is going to be quite an interesting reading this month. I'm excited to get into it, and I'll probably read excerpts from the guidebook on this lovely little deck. Okay, let's get into it. So we briefly discussed the double mysteries and the wisdom. And so what you'll be confronting or facing this month is, Aries, you are ready to embark on new beginnings in your creativity, your passion pursuits. You are ready to see what else is out there and what new beginnings you can get into and jump off and start. You see here, she has a blank canvas. The sun is shining over the horizon. So right here, right now, there is new beginnings in creativity, and it's success assured. Like, she's got all the tools that she needs. In addition to that, so that's at the beginning to the mid part of the month. From the mid part to the end of the month, we have the Magician. I love this modern deck. So the Magician is next to the Ace of Wands. So it's like a progression of beautiful energy happening. What was once a mystery to you about what you should be doing with your life, where you should be going next, where you should be focusing your energies at the start of the month, now it starts to become clear. You start to listen to the inner wisdom and stirrings of your soul, and you're like, aha, I know what I need to do, and I know I have everything I need to get it done. And so you see here, he's working, tending to the, soil. He's got everything that he needs. There's things shooting up and growing amidst this concrete jungle, if you will. And yet he's able to grow a beautiful and bountiful garden amongst all this. And that's you. Like, there's something going on in your life that you're able to grow something from, whatever this is going on around you. Maybe I feel like bureaucracy, or you feeling at times like caged in, or like feeling like you need to escape, but sometimes going within, like you see how he's in this complex and he's working from within to go out. All of this sunflowers can be something that comes from within and goes out. That's you at the midpoint to the end of the month. And it's a powerful energy to have as you go forward, because many of you may be walking away from careers that you've had for many, many years because of this new beginning that's happening. And, you know, like I said, at one point something felt like you didn't know where to go or what to do, but something becomes crystal clear. Also, surrendering your addictions becomes super important, because if you are making a change, changing careers, changing jobs, changing living situations, moving on and doing something entirely new creative projects and pursuits, you have to put your all into it. You have to put your physical self into it, your mental, everything. There's no room in your life for both the addictions that you've got going on, whether it's the addiction to shopping, drugs, alcohol, social media, any of that. You don't have room to, it's not enough room in your life to have both. Workaholic people, there's not enough room in your life for that. So for example, if you are working full time and you have a side business, but you are such a perfectionist, you're working hard, 60, 70-hour weeks at your full-time job, a job that depletes you, that gives you nothing but a paycheck now. But then that leaves you so depleted because of your perfectionism for that, and focusing over here instead of focusing on what you need to grow. That is not helping you. Same thing with any other addiction. It says, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. You're invited to do it this month because there's big transformational changes coming at you and to you and through you this summer. So you just need to go ahead and just start doing what you need to do to kick your habits, kick these patterns that may hinder your progress. The tools that you have at your disposal, you have the Chariot and the King of Cups. Wow. Fast moving energy as you move forward. It's almost like it's assuring success here. So channeling your will, and that goes with the waxing gibbous 4. Within the tools position this month, you're invited to say, okay, where do I want to put my energy and focus and attention to? And now I'm going to do that. I'm going to fast forward and move towards that. And that's what my focus and intention and will is being driven to. That's what I'm doing this month. And don't be wavering and don't be scared. Just, you know, be like the Chariot and bold and go on and do it. And, you know, as you move forward, you know, the King of Cups is about someone who is in control of their emotions, is someone that people really love and adore. People really love and adore you. They love and adore that you have this beautiful, warm energy about yourself. And so you can continue to be that warm, loving, giving self, that person who is also in control of their emotions and have healthy boundaries. And then also start to move away from situations, start to extricate yourself from work situations or relationships or old friendships that are just not working. You still can be of love, but you can love from a distance, if that makes any sense. And so, you know, the King of Cups is really inviting you this month to really just pay attention to what's most important to you. You see how this King of Cups is? He's got paint all over him. The dog is pawing at him. He's got his hands full. I love dad mug in his hand and kids there, and I think I see a hand back here. Might be his wife. I don't know. This person is loved, and he has made some priority shifts. He's made some changes to what is most important to him, and now it is all around him, surrounding him. And that is where you need to get this month, okay? Following that wisdom of your heart and soul's stirrings. And that will lead you out of the mystery that's been going on in your life for the last few months. Now, we move into the outcome cards. We have the High Priestess, the 5 of Coins, the Five of Cups and Seven of Cups. So Spirit had a lot to say about how the month ends, the takeaways of what you will take with you into July, and then also what you will, leave in June. The High Priestess is calling you to really listen to, it's like also tying into those mystery cards, really listening to your intuition and following it. And just, that's the energy that you will be having in the month of June and taking with you into July. She can be quiet. She can, be pensive and, going within to get the answers, not so much needing to talk it out and get it from other people. She's drawing in her knowledge, her wisdom, her insight from herself. So really be like the High Priestess if you can. If you can have moments of High Priestess moments in your life in June, it will be very most helpful to you, because it'll help you when you have questions, when you're just not sure. And this is more like at the beginning, like the outcome card, but it's really it's like looking at that part of the month of June where you were uncertain. You didn't really have the answers. You didn't really know, but really you do have the inner light and the answers, and you already do intuitively know what to do, where to go, and how to get there. But you have to take a moment to stop and just be still. Five of Coins and Five of Cups is telling me that because you've had to, you're following your will, you're following your passion pursuits this month, and you're finally going to be releasing some things that are taking up a lot of room and space in your life and making room for the things you love. So that's going to cause some lack feelings for you. You're going to feel the pressure of feeling like, wow, I feel like I don't have everything that I need. And I'm going to be worried watching other people live their life, be able to go on vacations, be able to do what they want, while I'm over here making an ultimate sacrifice. Is that really what I want? And that's where the High Priestess card helps with that mystery. Only you can answer the question on whether or not you should move forward with something, that you should jump and try a new career, that you should move out of a situation and move away from someone, that you should end a relationship. Only you can really get clear on that. You can even look at the cards. You could go talk to a healer, but at the end of the day, it comes back to you and what the High Priestess is all about. That'll help navigate through these fears, through the mysteries of your life. And so the Five of Cups, same thing. You may have to say goodbye, and it's disappointing. You may have to say goodbye to a relationship, a workplace, a way of life, an addiction. You may have to mourn that financially. You may have to mourn that. You may have to mourn it, its presence in your life energetically. And there may be a mourning period for both instances, financially as well as emotionally. But it is well worth it, because you are at choice, my dear. At the end of the month, going into July, this shows you, look at her. I love this Seven of Cups. First of all, oh my God. I'm so glad I decided to use this deck, because I'm getting all sorts of intuitive hits, and it's awesome. So, you see, she's in her flow. She's in her passion. She's loving this. This person is getting their art, inscribed into their skin, and it's a beautiful process. And she's at choice here. She could choose what colors to fill in on the tattoo. She can choose how to design it. That's you being able to choose how to design your life, your general life, your abundance levels, your career, your love life, all of that. You will get to be at choice this month. You will be the one in the driver's seat making the choice on where to go next. Not your boss, not your spouse, not your friends, not your daddy or your mama. You will be at choice. You will be at will. So let's, oh gosh, I feel good about your reading. It's awesome, actually. You should feel empowered. Don't worry so much about these Five of Coins and Five of Cups. Yeah, for some of you, it could literally mean hitting a little, like a patch. But remember, Our divine birthright is to have what we believe that we are entitled to receive. That's what it is. So if you're feeling lack, if you're feeling lack in your heart space, in your love life, in your creative pursuits, in your pocketbook, then it's time to take another look at it and look at how much you believe that you really can have and hold in your heart, in your life, in your pockets. And we can, definitely check out the abundance reading this month, Aries, and the love reading to see if it goes a little bit further in depth. Usually the readings they talk to each other. And I always encourage people to watch their sun, moon, and rising signs, as well as look at the general life, love, and abundance, because they all talk to each other. Okay? Let's look at the guidebook to close out this reading. That's Wax and Give is 4, and that's number 13. I'll just read excerpts. Will. Decisions require action. You are in control of your own decisions in life. No one else's. Oh my gosh, we just said that, right? Passion and will determine a great proportion of your success. You will persist. You possess free will, which means you should focus on yourself first and avoid placing your will over another's. Then the affirmation. I have the will to make the changes I need. And I'm just going to read some excerpts here. When we decide we are going to change something in our lives, let's say a particularly negative pattern or bad habit, breaking the old way we do things can be difficult. The change requires a concentration of our will. We may want the change, but it is our will that insists we stay on the path to that change. To be willful means we have the power of control over our own actions, and that will fires up the persistence we need to get what we want. Contrary to popular belief, in witchcraft traditions, practitioners do not interfere with another's free will. And she talks about spell work, and I'm not going to go into that. What I will say, though, to use our will productively, we should assess what we really want and make sure that this is what we want to reach for. Make sure this is what we want to reach for. So, let's get clear about that. Do we want to still reach for the old, same old that's not really producing much? Or do we want to move towards the greater mystery of life? And then snow moon, purity. That's 30. I'm reading some excerpts. Look for the simplest and cleanest solution. Understand your motives for doing what you are doing. Be as clear as possible in your communication. And then the affirmation, I know why I do what I do. And so, this is about, it says here, the purity she's referring to. It says there are good reasons to strive for a kind of positive purity in our lives. Being precise with our language and as clear as we can be in our communications means fewer miscommunications and misunderstandings in our relationships and work life. Keeping our intentions pure and untainted with lower energies, such as jealousy, revenge, or unworthiness, as much as possible means that our motivations are pure and not muddy in their reasoning. Yeah. And then also, she's talking about, purity of taking care of yourself, keeping your system clear, which we talked about before with the addictions and whatnot. So that's what's happening, Aries, in your general life for the month of June. It's some powerful stuff going on here. Really and truly. You've got the Chariot in your tools position and the Magician in what's happening. And then the High Priestess over here sitting in your, outcome. So you got some big energies happening. So work with them. Surrender those addictions. If it means you have to let go of that six-figure job, for example, or that high-paying job, but it's like you're drinking a bottle of wine a night to just deal and cope with going there every day. Time to let it go and find something more suited for you. Because, when you're at ease and when there's disease, dis-ease in your life that is signaling to you that there's something quite off and that you're out of alignment. So yeah, there you go. That's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Much love, many blessings. Bye.